History remembers kings like Alfred the Great and William the Conqueror. But hidden in the shadows is a monarch who built the very foundations of England itself. His name was Æthelstan, the first true king of all England. And yet, his name has almost vanished from our collective memory. Tonight, we're uncovering the forgotten story of the man who united kingdoms, defeated coalitions, and shaped a monarchy that endures to this day. To understand Æthelstan's rise, we must first look at the fractured land he inherited. The island of Britain was a patchwork of kingdoms: Wessex, Mercia, Northumbria, and lands under Viking control. His grandfather, Alfred the Great, had resisted the Viking tide, and his father, Edward the Elder, pushed the frontiers of Wessex further north. When Edward died in 924 AD, Æthelstan became king, but his realm was far from secure. Æthelstan's defining moment came just 3 years later, in 927 AD. After the death of Northumbria's Viking ruler, he peacefully claimed the region, uniting for the first time Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria under a single crown. This was the birth of England as a unified kingdom, and Æthelstan knew it. But unity is never permanent without trial. In 937 AD, the Battle of Brunanburh tested his vision. Facing an alliance of Vikings, Scots, and Strathclyde Welsh, Æthelstan's forces fought one of the most decisive battles in medieval history. Chroniclers called it a great victory, securing England's future. Contrary to modern misconceptions, Æthelstan's England was far from culturally uniform. Royal assemblies included voices speaking Old Welsh, Old Norse, Old English, and Latin. His court was a hub of languages, traditions, and ideas. Æthelstan also built strong ties with continental Europe. He arranged marriages for his half-sisters into powerful dynasties, turning England into a respected player on the European stage. Scholars, clerics, and travelers were welcomed, enriching his realm with knowledge and culture. Yet, despite these accomplishments, Æthelstan faded from memory after his death in 939 AD. His kingdom briefly fractured before unity was restored in 954. Unlike Alfred the Great, Æthelstan had no biographer to immortalize him. No Asser wrote his story. As a result, his life became harder for historians to piece together. Alfred's reputation grew with every retelling, while Æthelstan's remained scattered across charters, chronicles, and foreign letters. In the end, history favored the grandfather, not the grandson who forged the nation. Despite his obscurity, Æthelstan's fingerprints remain on the monarchy. He centralized governance, strengthened royal oversight, and carefully shaped his image as king. It was Æthelstan who pioneered the wearing of a crown as a royal symbol. Even today, his influence lingers. During King Charles III's coronation in 2023, many prayers and rituals were the same as those first performed at Æthelstan's coronation 1,100 years earlier. Æthelstan was a scholar, a warrior, and a visionary king. He united England, defended it in battle, and gave it a place in Europe. And yet, he has remained history's forgotten founder. Perhaps now, 1,100 years later, it is time to remember him not as a shadow of Alfred, but as the architect of England itself.